Hotel rates in November are skyrocketing in Johannesburg, South Africa, and it's all because of one event. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's Lighthouse Quick Take, we are discussing the global event that's going to have a big impact on the hospitality industry and, frankly, the world overall. This is the G20 Summit in Johannesburg this November. So this is a gathering of some of the world's top government officials and dignitaries coming together to discuss some of the most pressing global issues like financial stability and climate change, sustainable development, global health. And the event is anticipated to bring thousands to Johannesburg, including global leaders, media representatives, invited nations and organizations, and of course the delegates from the G20 member countries and their support staff. So elevated visitation usually means elevated hotel pricing. How elevated? Let's dive in. So this graph shows us the year-over-year price by month in Johannesburg dating back to 2023 and through July of this year. So just a high level, one thing that might actually jump out at you is just how generally flat the pricing curve is over the course of the year. Pricing kind of appears to start low in January and gradually build through December, but not a lot of seasonality. Just an interesting thing to note. But anyway, let's focus on 2025 actualized pricing. Again, relatively flat, bit of a pop in February, but leveled off. So this is again actualized pricing through July. And now let's add in 2025 advertised pricing through the balance of the year. And boom, we could see just how impactful this event is to the Johannesburg hospitality market. And bear in mind, this is monthly pricing. Even though the G20 is just a couple of days in November, the boost to advertised pricing is so significant that the full month pop in advertised pricing is really substantial. And again, even though the event is only a couple of days, we're also seeing year-over-year growth in like the 70 to north of 100% range in the week leading up to the summit, and even in the days after the summit as well. And then if you couple that with just general strong rate appreciation in the market earlier in the month, and you could see how much actualized pricing grew over the first half of the year. Things are currently shaping up pretty nicely for the hoteliers of Joburg. Now, of course, it's always worth emphasizing that we're comparing 2024 actualized pricing to 2025 advertised price. So it'll be interesting to see where things end up, but right now, looking good. And really quick, I think it's always best to provide some more context by bifurcating the data, or in this case, trifurcating the data. Is that a word? It is a word. Amazing. Okay, so we will trifurcate the data into star classes, and we could see that there's nice gains across 3, 4, and the 5-star segments, but we're seeing that big pop. It's really largely driven by advertised pricing gains in the higher end of the market, so the 4 and 5-star segments, and they're anticipating this heightened demand from international higher-end travelers and the world leaders. So, look. If you regularly tune into Lighthouse Quick Takes, you've heard this before. You can always adjust your price downward if you're not getting the demand and the bookings you want to see. But you can't go back in time and change the prices that people book at. So from looking at this data, it looks like the hoteliers of Johannesburg are doing it right. Healthy rate gains, okay? And we're obviously still a few months away, so we'll see if advertised prices go down or frankly, if they go up higher, if the hotels are capturing the booking pace they're hoping for. But right now, at least for the moment, things appear to be shaping up nicely for the hoteliers of Johannesburg. As always, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to join us here at Lighthouse Quick Takes. My name is Blake Ryder, and we will see you next time.